All right, we got a bullshit for this intro now.
Do we?
I mean, do you want to just do a best of? It's just just a supercut of us going, "Oh man," it's for 10 minutes.
How do you feel about spankings?
I'd rather give than receive, but
I only ask because it's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey Internet! Happy Fiddly Valentine's Diddly Day, people. It's Highway 47 and we're doing a Valentine's Day Special, which is in no way related to the fact that only Draco Funk and I can be here tonight. I'm Shaggy B, and with me is Draco Funk.
Did you just become Ned Flanders for a second?
It happens on Valentine's Day.
How does that work?
Well, this is a family show, Draco Funk. I can't explain those things here.
Okay.
But anyway, we're watching a movie, and I chose the movie, and I guess we're doing it kind of like a mystery movie, and not really a 4-drink minimum, although I do have a 6-pack of PBR here. But the idea here is a movie that you can watch on Valentine's Day with, your partner. And this isn't, this is not like a rom-com necessarily. It's not a Hugh Grant movie. It's nothing like that. It's just kind of a fun movie that couples might enjoy. That's how I discovered it, by being a couple or something.
Can I choose a movie for next year?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I don't know what this movie is, correct?
I mean, that was kind of the plan. But it happens. Yeah, so if you don't know the movie, then I'll tell you everything about it on IMDb, which I definitely also have ready.
Oh, I also have it ready because
All right. Whatever. Tell them all about it. Oh, God.
Oh. So this is Kiss Me Kate. It came out in 1953, has an IMDb rating of 7.1.
That's right, and it's a cool movie. Have you ever seen this movie?
I feel like I have, but I don't remember.
Okay, it's a musical, and it's actually an adaptation of a Broadway musical, and it's a musical about the people involved in a performance of a Shakespeare play, The Taming of the Shrew, and it's interesting in movie history as for a lot of reasons, one of which is that it was filmed and released in 3D in 1953, which is pretty cool, right? But it was never preserved in 3D. So nobody who didn't go see it in a theater in 1953 has ever seen it in 3D.
Until now.
It's Highway 47 but now. So yeah, so watch out for visual tricks where that would have taken advantage of 3D. It's kind of cool to see the sort of stuff they were doing in a pre-CG era, right? Because I feel like 3D is a lot easier now with CG,
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that stereoscopic cameras aren't still used in 3D movies and things like that, but it's a different animal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also just a lot of the songs are really clever. It's the kind of movie that when I saw it, I didn't really think I would really get into it, but it's actually a movie that I've gone back and watched several times because it's just actually pretty fun to watch, even given that it's a 50s musical love story about Shakespeare. So I think you'll enjoy it. It's probably in my top 20 or 30 movies that I like. And in fact, it was nominated in the top 500 of the funniest films ever in like a, year 2000 era kind of list. Like probably the same one that made Airplane the number one. So yeah, enjoy Kiss Me Kate. It's a lot of fun. And we are watching it on DVD. And in fact, the version of the DVD that we are watching from is a version that I found years ago, or someone else found years ago. I'm not sure, but I was given it, or I came in possession of it a long time ago. And it's a collection of musicals that are all starring the leading man in this, Howard Keel. And the collection includes this movie, Annie Get Your Gun, Showboat, and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, all of which are pretty good. Except I can't vouch for Annie Get Your Gun because I can't get through that one. I can't do that one. But that's just me. So Draco Funk, tell them all about how to watch it.
So start your DVD up and somehow pretend like you can ignore the title and then hit play.
Well, it'll be really easy actually with this version because this is one of those sets that's like double-sided discs. So you have to look really closely at the fine print on the printing around the middle of the disc to tell which one it is. And then you're never sure when you look at those, like, because they print the title on one side, but you're never sure if the label should go up or if the label should be on the side of the movie. So you have to like flip it over and try it a couple times. It's kind of like USB where like, you put it in and it's wrong, and then you flip it over and it's still wrong. So you flip it over again and it's right. And that doesn't work with the laws of physics. It's that kind of disc.
But anyway, hit play on the musical that you want to watch, which should be Kiss Me Kate.
Right.
And then wait for Shaggy B to give you a 5-second countdown. And go ahead and hit play and start your DVD right at the beginning and watch along with us.
That's right. And we hope that you're watching this like with a partner and with us, in like a kind of a sexy virtual kind of 4-way sort of thing or whatever. Just turn us off and watch the damn movie. Whatever. I don't know. It's Valentine's Day. Do whatever you want. But I'm ready to start this.
I'm ready to start this too.
Alrighty. Well, this is Kiss Me Kate, and we'll start it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know that I've seen the movie. I just realized that I did go to see this. One of our college professors was doing this.
I am not surprised, and I know exactly which one.
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the one, and she wasn't doing a very good job because she was definitely too old to be playing the role she was playing.
Oh, her.
And it's the only musical I've ever got up and walked out on.
Cool. Well, this is a much better version. By the way, that name Bob Fosse, if you don't know who that is, you need to. He sort of kind of revolutionized dance for screen. And his stuff is always really distinctive and really interesting to watch. He's super cool. Big fan of Bob Fosse. So I guess that...
Did he do the choreography for
For what?
The Music Man?
He probably did. I can look that up. A lot of stuff around this time. This was his first like he didn't do all the choreography for this movie, but there's one duet with him and somebody else that he did do the choreography for. And he didn't get a credit for it, but it was known that he did it, and that was his break, and that's how he got big. Oh yeah, Cole Porter. He wrote this.
Mm.
And there's Howard Keel with no facial hair, which I don't think looks right on him. Dude needs a beard.
He needs a Riker.
Yeah, he does. Not actually Cole Porter, although they approached him to be in this, and he turned it down because he said he was too ugly to be in a movie. I think this version has subtitles, by the way, if you want them. Yes, it does. Catherine Grayson. So how much do you know about The Taming of the Shrew?
Not that much.
Okay. It's a play about an unruly woman.
Isn't it like the Shakespeare version of My Fair Lady?
Suppose you could think of it that way. At least they got like an actual pianist. You know? Whether or not the piano playing is dubbed, I mean, I'm sure it is because it's the 50s, but like, at least he's actually mostly playing what you're hearing, you know? Aside from like the strings. But yeah. Taunt me, hurt me. Desert me. Bake me into a cake. You suppose these two have a history?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Ah. Get
See,
interrupted by the doorbell. Shall I answer the door, sir? This character is supposed to be 17.
uh, um,
Try not to let that distract you from how Ann Miller is, like, fucking awesome. Despite being, like, obviously in her mid-30s.
yeah.
You know, she's only, like, twice the age she's trying to play.
uh, but whoa.
Yeah! Now it's a party.
See, I've done a lot of musicals, but I've never done this one.
One of those ones where you have to be on stage.
I've done musicals where I had to be on stage.
Me too. You get it? Jazz?
Mm-hmm.
The pianist is smoking, even.
I did a musical once where they asked if I would smoke. I'm like, no.
That's a hard pass. Pitch the woo, man. There are apparently some pretty, like, racy lyrics. Oh, hey, she threw something at the camera. Which would have been pretty impressive in 3D. But yeah, there were apparently some pretty racy lyrics that had to be edited for the movie.
You know, I do a lot of high school musicals too.
Uh-huh.
'Cause, you know, they hire me to play in the orchestras.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes they'll do stuff like that.
Like throw stuff at the camera?
Well, I'm talking about like the really racy lyrics.
Oh, yeah. They don't really care. Unless they decide they care.
Yeah.
So, fun fact about this tap dancing, right?
Yeah.
The audio you're hearing, the mics couldn't pick it up live. So what she would do is, you know, Ann Miller, she would do this whole thing, you know, in the shot. And then, like, later, they would, like, put her on a big wooden pallet and then put her in front of a projection of the scene and then put a microphone under the pallet, and she danced in sync with herself on the screen to record the audio of the tap dancing.
You know, a lot of the musicals I've done have tap scenes, and they just usually leave them out.
Yep.
Because nobody can tap anymore.
Mm-hmm. Ever tell you about that weird dude at the library that I got stuck in for like a few hours one time who kept asking me about my shoes? And he kept asking me if I could wear tap shoes. And then he wanted me to hug him several times.
No.
It was weird. I
So
was
I'm
supposed
drinking a Truly
Yeah,
pineapple.
I'm going to finish this PBR now that I remembered that. I was wearing like suede Oxfords, and the dude's like, "Do you think you could tap dance in those?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't tap dance, and they wouldn't make any noise." It's like, "They wouldn't make noise." I'm like, "Well, yeah, no, tap shoes, you know." No, tell me about tap shoes. And he wanted to know everything I knew about tap shoes. And then he was like, just really happy to learn about tap shoes. And then he insisted that I give him a big hug afterwards. And then he asked for another hug. And on the third hug, I was like, "You've had enough hugs, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry." And then he just left. Like I had to wait in that library. I was supposed to meet somebody there for my job, and I had to like wait with tap dance guy, who, by the way, like hobbled around with a cane. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
it sucks. Like that's gotta suck, you know, if you're like really into tap dancing and like you can't really use your legs that well. But
Hmm.
there's room in my bed for my show for the both of you.
Yes.
Lois Lane's in this.
What? What about Superman?
He's directing.
I really want to write two musicals. One about this group of people
Mm-hmm.
putting on a musical,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one, that musical about a group of people putting on the other musical.
Like that screwed up. Getting a pedicure.
Hmm. Hmm.
Wanted to shout that at the end of the show. I mean, we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yours.
I mean, yeah, with his deep thoughts penetrating my.
You want him to give you directions, right?
That's right. Changing into my Bob Fosse costume. Oh, wait. You know, this is this. I just realized that Showboat, which is on the same collection of this, also has like a character who's kind of a shithead named Bill. That must have been like, you know, kind of a stereotypically like sleazy name around 1950. Well, no, Showboat was written way before that, but yeah.
Surprised I've never done this musical. Although there is one musical, I'm not sure what it was because
Ah.
what? Anyway, the musical, the way it was, the director had like headphones
Mm-hmm.
and directed the orchestra,
Uh-huh. And you
but
couldn't hear it?
we could not hear any of the singers. Only the director could.
Oh, so you don't know what any of the music was, really?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I wasn't in the same room.
And they definitely don't give the musicians monitors.
No, we
Like,
could hear.
ever.
It was expected that the orchestra would play together
Yeah.
and that the singers just sang. It was like we were the canned music.
Yeah.
It was just live canned music.
Hmm.
But I don't have any idea what the musical was, what it was about. And I forgot the name because I mean, I'm used to not being able to see it.
Right, but not to hear it either.
So, sometimes, you're sitting there and you like are waiting for some line to give you a cue.
Yeah, you got
Imagine
nothing.
you're just waiting for somebody to cue you.
And I mean, the poor conductor, he's not going to be able to give you more than, you know, maybe a prep beat.
I mean, no, they were able to. No, she's just up there because it was a her.
Right.
Actually, it's a mutual friend of ours.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who pulled Vomit's pants down.
Oh, yeah, her, yeah.
But yeah, she'd just be talking to us because they couldn't
Yeah.
hear her. And she's like, "Okay, guys, get ready.
Well, that's good.
Here it comes." And then it was a weird experience. I think I did 2 or 3 musicals with her.
I know you did at least a couple. And just nobody liked Bob Fosse, man.
3D.
3D! Oh! That would have been really cool in 3D. No Steadicam, though, because it's 1953. I'm a rapist. Oh wait.
Ow.
Oh yeah. Oh, the nail filing.
Yeah.
See, Bob Fosse goes to a pedicurist. She just gets a file and grinds her fingers off.
Yeah. He's a
Ah, it's like a cowboy, except yeah.
cow man, and his name's Tex.
His name's Tex. Well, time for more PBRs. The drink of romance and Valentine's Day. PBR goes down like a brick down a staircase.
Comes
That
out
is,
like an avalanche.
yeah. Comes out the way it goes in, violently.
Uh.
See, they used to be married.
Ah.
That's why they hate each other so much. And why he's still trying to get her back and can't move on. And leads a pathetic, sad life. Happy Valentine's Day.
Uh.
To be clear, none of the commentators of Highway 47 are divorcees.
I'm still married.
Yeah. All of us who have ever been married are still married. For the first time. Those of us who haven't still aren't.
I've been
But
married the longest.
yes, you have, in fact. I love this song just because it's like tell me you're fucking sick of the sound of music without telling me you're fucking sick of the sound of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the is that accent? Like,
Uh,
I can't even
that
mimic it because I can't roll R's. It's like,
it's East. It's like East Spanish German.
it's like if a Polish person moved to Colombia. And learned German there.
I was going to go the other way, like a Spanish person learned.
It's one or the other, but it's definitely not.
I think it'd be easier
That's
as like a.
that's the waltz from Deflator Mouse. Sorry, you were saying?
I think it'd be easier if for a Spanish speaking person that already rolls their R's to sound like that than a German person learning to roll their R's.
Probably. I play in an orchestra with a conductor who's, I think, Colombian.
She's engaged.
Yeah, to another guy,
Yeah.
Big Tex, the meat cutter or whatever. Yeah, especially the kiss and then the after. I'm sorry, what? No, but I play in an orchestra with a conductor who's from, I think, Colombia, and his accent is great. He speaks English very well, but he still rolls the R's at the beginning of English words, and every time he does it, it's like yeah, like it's just so smooth, It's like yeah.
Why does every orchestra conductor have some accent?
I mean,
I don't know that I've played in an orchestra where the conductor didn't have an accent.
I played for years in an orchestra that was directed by a jazz trumpet player, and he didn't have one. Oh yeah, these guys are awesome. All right, PBR. Dubbed. Magnesia, yeah. Jostle. Another one of my favorite things about this show is just all the weird you see just incidentally backstage.
Mm-hmm.
The donkey's housebroken, just like what the is going on for the show. We're gonna have some geriatric boning there.
Oh.
That's dangerously close to Harley Quinn, and I'm okay with it. Wunderbar.
I'm really deeply confused by the Spanish, German, French.
I know, right?
Somebody needs to come in and start speaking Italian.
Right. Punch me and kick me. Took the ring off while singing about love. That means she doesn't really love big Tex
Oh,
and his
and his
Cadillac with longhorns and his
beef.
and the I don't know what do
Ten-
Texans do?
Uh,
Freeze to death? Oh,
too soon.
yeah, too soon. Particularly since that's supposed to happen later this week. Oh, see, he looks so much better with facial hair. Look at that. Louse. Nobody's puking on my watch. Oh, he's got one of those lighted batons.
Oh, cool.
You ready for some surrealist sets? Because I fucking am.
Yeah. So I was doing a musical. I don't know if you were there or not. Where
I
the
don't know either.
conductor had a light up baton that like went out.
No, I was not there. I would have remembered that. You and I only did a couple of shows together. Oh, here we go. Gotta say, the timing's pretty impressive.
I mean, you can work this out. You have people cranking it.
Yeah. Ah, some good Italian music. Beethoven. Ah, a 3D.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that little motive there is going to come back later. Bum, bum, bum. If you're playing the game along at home, that is question number 3. Man, if I had a pink mandolin, I could have any woman.
That's all it takes.
You also have to be really good at playing mandolin, which I'm not.
Oh.
But given enough time.
You know, I do have a mandolin. I'm looking at it right now.
Is it pink?
Regretfully, no.
Then you're hopeless.
Well,
Yeah, well, it's all right. I really wish that guy was Zero Mostel,
so you know what I'm having right now?
Truly?
No, I'm done with that.
Oh, what you got?
I have a red bridge.
Oh, that sounds good.
I haven't had one for quite a while.
I enjoy a red bridge. Like, oh, hey, the donkey. It's housebroken.
What?
This song is fantastic. I love this one. Any Tom, Dick, or Harry? Uh,
Um,
the good part of this song is yet to come. Not that it's bad, but I mean the part that,
yeah.
yeah. Show them legs. I'll take a dick, I'll take a dick, I'll take a dick, I'll take a dick, I'll take a dick. A dick.
Well, she's not wrong.
Nope. The scene is exactly what Shakespeare intended.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I mourn the disappearance of the phrase "any Tom, Dick, or Harry" from like the vernacular? Like it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
And I mean, my parents used it when they were younger.
We're going to bring it back.
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's 4 of us in Highway 47 now. I was going to say, like, do you want to be Tom, Dick, or Harry? And then we'll assign, whichever one we don't choose to the third person, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Also, why did they bring pigeons on?
They're going to do Mary Poppins later.
Totally. Oh man, Harry caught it. What a dick. Fine, Tom. Just riding an ass. Look at my balls.
Uh,
Big ol' sack.
ever seen Labyrinth?
Yes. This song always gets stuck in my head, and it's like not very good. And it's like kind of annoying. I think it's just his voice. Like Howard Keel's voice it just gets stuck in your brain. He's got the same baritone all the time in everything he does. And it works really well in some songs. But Powder's her doggone nose isn't a lyric that,
You're going to wake up in the middle of the night saying that.
we're like, whatever it is in Padge. Oh, there's his balls just hanging down there.
So whose job is it to take the donkey out?
That's a great question. The harmony does get more interesting in the chorus parts here in a bit. You know what I want this to be? I want this to be Klingon opera. Because he totally looks like an original series Klingon in the makeup there.
Yeah.
Like I want Howard Keel in a Klingon opera. I'm not sure how I feel about the side hat either, you know? It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Like, oh, my right ear gets so cold. Also, I don't want him for a brother-in-law. Is Catherine an Italian name? Let's find out. If only Google could tell me that. If only those of you at home playing the home game weren't shouting it at the screen right now so I could look it up. Just shut up for a second. Let's see. The origin of Catherine. Meaning, history. Oh, it's from Greek. Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense. Then. I mean, that makes sense, actually. Okay, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense because the original Greek looks a lot like the Russian form, Ekaterina.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I were a rich man. All right, she's gonna sing her song now. Oh yeah, this is the motive. This is the answer to question number 3.
Is that a dog lyric. Reference?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Lassie, the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the curtsy before every verse. Then she immediately sits down and spreads her legs a mile wide and starts yelling about men.
Araby.
Is she wearing the engagement ring? I think she is. Fuck these things in particular. But when he takes the pills, he'll end up with a priapism. Oh, damn.
She's Canadian?
Apparently. Well, Shakespeare was, British.
Canadian?
Sure. To be or not to be, eh? We watched that movie. Remember Strange Brew? We already watched the Canadian Hamlet.
Yeah, you hoser.
Take off, hoser.
That baton is way too long.
Yeah, and way too bright.
Oh,
Ah,
3D, 3D.
All right, gotta piss. I'll be right back. Let me know
In
what I missed.
3D.
Gotta piss in 3D, that's right. I'll piss out of both cameras. Right back.
Oh, Mr. Side Hat.
Did she just call him a louse again?
Sure.
Okay,
Not really.
Okay.
Remember his balls?
Yep. There they are. Spotlight on them. Like, no movie's perfect. Sometimes there's a moose knuckle,
You know,
Actually, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so my Valentine's thing, I'm going to be sitting down with my wife, getting comfortable, and we're going to, watch this with our commentary, looking at that guy's junk.
I mean, it's
Sounds
not
like
Labyrinth. I mean, I've seen you actively, prevent her from seeing that movie. I've watched you, angrily be like, you may not! I've seen that out of you, and we're not to that level. He's breaking one of the rules of acting on stage, which is don't turn your back to the audience. Oh, never mind. We're good. Oh. Why do you have to pose like that, buddy? Although, to be fair, I think he did, kind of, wear a lot more layers in this scene. I'm not seeing quite as much, prominence as I did before.
I'm surprised it didn't,
Yeah, right. Just zooming right on his sack. I don't know. In general, I like Howard Keel. I just think that he, he's kind of one-dimensional. He's really good at the one thing he does well. Ah, 3D. Kate the redhead. Kate the Scot. That's right. Hey, do you like Spankings, Draco Funk? Ooh, hey, there's one. That was a good shot. She hates men so much right now. Do you like Spankings, Draco Funk? You like Spankings? Remember when you asked me about Spankings earlier? You didn't know that was coming, did you? That's apparently an inside joke. There was an MGM movie called He Who Gets Slapped. I don't know. I didn't quite understand that on the IMDb trivia list. Oh, Mario's smoking back there. 32. Did you have balls like that when you were 32? Please don't answer that question. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing the orchestra's vamping for like 5 or 6 minutes.
I thought this was like intermission.
I don't know. What kind of alcohol do you want? Ribeye? What?
I gotta call my friend Tex about that.
Steakahol. I made myself laugh. No. Ah, jeez.
Hoser.
My ass. No. That's what they do in Texas. Well, it's a good thing Bianca's here to be all young.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt to come out of my mouth. Wait. Imagine being the director and getting dressing room B. Well, to be fair, he's trying to, get back his ex, so yeah. It was Lily. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yatta. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some lapels. I mean, can you imagine, like, Can you imagine a dude in a tuxedo with lapels like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, big fucking lapels? Like, you could pin a toaster on those. Oh man, Bob Fosse's been jilted. Sexily. PBR.
BDSM.
Close
Wait.
enough. Oh, he's got a goon.
That baton is bothering me.
I know, like it. I honestly don't remember it from the last time I watched this movie, which has been a few years, but still, like, I don't want to be anywhere where that is.
The pigeons,
Oh,
like on people,
oh, children throwing things.
like
Oh,
on
adults.
people.
Oh, drunk guy. Wait, that's me. Jesus. Is he carrying a whip?
Yes. 3D.
Oh, 3D whip.
Are those the?
Those are the guys. Oh, yes, they are. Those are the mobsters. Remember what I said about them being the best characters in the show?
Mm-hmm.
That would have meant exactly what you think it would have meant back then, maybe. My ass. Nicely done. Wait, Noble Steed? Is it the? Oh, yep.
Yeah.
It's El Burrito. So I'm just gonna say a word.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it up there in the ether for everybody to consider right now. And that word is consent. And now we can get back to the comedy. I went sharp. I'm sorry. I don't have very good control over my falsetto. You know?
Yeah, I don't have very good control over your falsetto either.
I know, right? Slacker. What the hell, man? We've known each other for what, like 12 years, 13 years now? Jesus Christ, we've known each other a long time. That's what you get for hiring leprechauns.
I thought they were children.
Yeah, close enough. These guys are awesome. Because he spanked her, see?
Yeah.
Oh, good thing the donkey's there.
Mm-hmm.
She's starving because they didn't let her eat either. Oh, 3D. Oh, screen. Oh, gamble. Oh. Like, can you imagine being in this show, right? Ah, eat the banana.
Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of fresh fruit, I
Yeah.
discovered a new variety of apple that the world needs to know. They are called cameo apples, and they are
They show up
the
like every now and then when you least expect them.
yeah, right. And they're like nobody knows they're coming, or they're not documented either. Anyway, they're really, really tasty. And if you ever see cameo apples, you should buy some and try them. They're really good.
I'm having another Red Bridge.
That's a good plan. I'm on PBR number 5. Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I am gonna fall off the table.
Well, she doesn't get any meat, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
"3D,
3D.
3D."
3D. This movie is so visually interesting, though, all the way through. Like, oh, it's the I hate men motive. Well, here's another scene that would be super cool in 3D, but, you know. It's the I hate men motive, but slightly altered. It's like more minor than it already was.
That set would be distracting.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I started coughing, but yes.
It distracted you that much.
Yeah, right. There's pretty much no spot in the theater where you wouldn't notice them putting it into place just for this scene.
Yeah.
He's pulled out his little black book. Momo.
Is that a euphemism?
I don't know, but I could go for a pizza. Oh, your pity palace. You already said she's gay, so I think your answer is there. Don't
Well,
bother
she did
calling her,
say.
man.
I mean, she did sing about "I hate men."
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's my head canon for this movie. Is that Kate's just lesbian and hasn't like accepted it. But, you know. You know, you don't hear about the Leaning Tower of Pisa anymore. I guess we all got kind of tired of it.
Yeah, maybe it fell down.
Maybe, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it did and I missed it. If I'm honest.
Or maybe it fell up and it's not leaning anymore.
Oh, look at that 3D shot there. That'd be so cool in 3D.
Uh-oh, is that Tex?
Sure is. Oh,
Oh,
the butt. Talking about butt stuff there is what they were doing.
butt stuff in Texas.
It's illegal as far as I know. She wouldst, but she can'st. Oh, the colors. Oh, hey, it's Tex.
Hmm.
Sorry.
He's like, yeah, I kind of want to go do that.
Yeah. Cash was like, yeah, debt collecting ain't for me's.
I was gonna marry Tex.
A little high up on his knee there, buddy. I just love horses. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh.
Shamrock.
Oh. What?
You ever keep a side of beef for like 5 years?
Poor Bill. Actually, Bill's a dick.
Bill's a dick. I mean, it sucks to, it sucks to be Bill.
But he doesn't have to be a dick about it.
True. Wait, what now? It's true to you, darling, in my fashion. This is a good song. This one always gets stuck in my head, too. A lush from Baltimore? I've never only met like 12 of those.
I'm trying to think what happened in Baltimore.
I don't remember most of the time I've spent in Baltimore. Because I used to hang out with a dude in Baltimore who really liked whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. I don't remember much. I remember arriving in Baltimore and then starting to drink whiskey.
I kind of want to go to Baltimore and drink some whiskey.
You think that now, but I'm here to tell you it's not quite what it's cracked up to be, because you're not going to remember it. All right, so as combo singer dancers, do you think Ann Miller or Bob Fosse is better?
Ann Miller.
I think I agree. Like, they're both spectacular dancers, but she's the better actress. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good message. Haha.
The theater. The theater.
Yacht. Oh, Mr. Calloway. Mark Calloway? The Undertaker? Perhaps? Oh, he totally has long horns on his fucking Rolls Royce. Silver longhorns.
Of course he does. He's a cattleman.
What a bitch. Are we about to have the best song of the whole show? I think we're about to have the best song of the whole show. We might about to have it.
Is it about dicks?
You know, it's not. That was the second best song. Here, smoke this weed cigarette. Still got your hair. Here it is. So, these two guys, they purposely didn't rehearse this song or any of the choreography. And the director thought that they were making an artistic choice. And they never confessed. And also, neither of them have any vocal or dance training. Cleopatra. All's well that ends well. Rush up your Shakespeare. All bow down. Coriolanus! Haha! All bow down. What do you suppose these guys did for like an income after their mob boss got shot?
Went for work for the other mob boss.
Fair enough.
Guess they could have stayed on to the show.
That's true, yeah. Just, been the guys carrying the train for Kate, The set keeps reminding me of the OK Corral from the original series, from Star Trek, the original series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like a clock hanging in the middle of nothing, Ah, good old mustard pants.
I thought they was gonna say riding hard.
Oh, hey, women we've never seen before.
Whee!
Yeah, this is the Bob Fosse scene. Okay. The one that he choreographed. With the Gershwin reference. Ba, 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 da.
Okay, seriously, what type of theater has a stage that deep?
I know, right? Oh, yeah, this is a cool one.
Cool.
That's right. Da da ba da do da ba da da. Leonard Bernstein saw this movie before he wrote West Side Story. By the way, if you don't like Leonard Bernstein, go fuck yourself. This has been a Highway 47 opinion.
that needs to be on a shirt.
I think so. Legit, no. I would wear a hoodie that just said, "If you don't like Leonard Bernstein, go fuck yourself." I would wear that every day of my life. I might need like 3 or 4 of them. I also might need something to wear over it to like go to work. But I would wear it forever, all the time.
Jazz.
Yeah. Oh man. Like, somebody please explain this hat to me.
It's like on the side of his head.
Yeah, but why?
She's supposed to be there.
Stall. Oh, it's Kate. Yeah,
Yay! Now Spanker.
that's right.
Are they? Is she speaking Italian now?
Sure. Ah, I stole Tex's wallet.
I think that was his little black book.
I think it was. Everybody's wearing Hulk Hogan colors. Brother.
3D,
Oh, 3D!
3D, 3D.
Oh! Ah! Okay. Now they kiss 3 inches from your face.
The end.
The end. Lois Lane was Ann Miller. Pretty good Lois Lane.
So who played Clark Kent?
I don't think he was in this movie.
Can't have Lois Lane without Clark Kent.
It does put a damper on the whole Superman mythos, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of the movie, my friend?
I mean, it was lots better than that one production of it I walked out of.
I believe that, and I feel kind of bad for saying that, but it's
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
That's right.
And I hope you're curled up with somebody, nice. And if you're not, that's okay too.
I mean, if you're curled up with somebody terrible, then we understand because we've been there.
But we hope you're curled up with, if you're not, just give us a call.
That's right. We're the sort of guys that will watch stupid movies with you and hang out and be totally like we'll be real about it.
Yeah. And, if it's Valentine's Day and you're curled up next to somebody you love, give them a nice, big spanking. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. With consent.
Yes.
Yes. We're like, whatever it is in Padge. Oh, there's his balls just hanging down there.